Hello and welcome back to Bloodborne. It is session 8 and this is my final session of Bloodborne. Should be episode 9 I believe for the YouTube audience. This is it. Dave's Fist has 26 hours. Level 83. 10 levels, roughly. 10 levels left expected. Around that point. I always seem to beat the game around 90 something, it seems, based on my characters. But we have it. Oh god, do we have it. Moonlight Greatswords. We have our arcane tools. The auger, the executioner's gloves, the beast raw, the call beyond, the tiny tonitrus of course. That's sick lightning. I'm so ready to dive in today and beat all of the DLC, cover all of the story, talk loads of discussion about lore, and then dive back into the main game to defeat the last remaining section of the game, Murgo, German, and finally complete my contract, find the Pale Blood. And see the true ending of the game as well. Oh, I'm past ready. But we will need to take a small side venture to finish one little storyline. The last NPC storyline outside of DLC that I need to complete, actually. That's interesting. Weren't you a pile of goop last time? Well, if you recall, chat, I did in fact go all the way down, well, up to the choir and then down below the cathedral. For the Great One, Ebritas, and then at the Altar of Despair, used her body, her pulpy remains, and something happened. It restored her, somehow. That Great One's body, the failed child, the stillborn babe, of the Great One Ebritas. That altar has reborn the Vile Blood Queen.
Closest of kin, bearer of our blood, I welcome thee. What is thy wish?
Some recognition for saving your life, maybe. Like, we brought her final hunter, the final executioner, the last enemy, really, of the Vile Bloods. We brought him here, and he killed himself because he completed his task, or so he thought. It reverses time, that's why she doesn't remember it. Ah, okay, yeah, of course. That's a great point. Of course. It did say that time reverses around the flesh. So, she has no memory of Alfred coming and smashing the wheel till she's like a pulp, a bit of flesh stuck around the room into a chair. So, okay. Fair enough, then. I forgive you. I did something for you that you don't even realize. Welcome back to the DLC. We continue on at the top of the River of Blood. I want you to acknowledge the fact that we're in a previous version of Yharnam. Right now, that's where we are. We've gone through a sort of memory version of Yharnam, with some things being similar and some things certainly being different. You can actually save this guy. He's the one that speaks in the cinematic. God, look at them. Ugh. This area is the hell of the blood-crazed hunters. So, all hunters that you find in this section up until this point are formerly blood-crazed hunters, sent here into essentially the hell that is the hunter's nightmare. All hunters are cursed to come here, or so it says in the hunter's eye. Now, there's a couple people here that are still sort of keep their sanity, and they're here for different reasons that are outliers of that rule of, oh yeah, they're all blood-crazed hunters that are here. Simon, I believe, came here using a similar concept to us, the hunter's eye, the hunter's nightmare eye, to arrive here, just a different one, allowing him to traverse this area and find the secrets. I don't know who he is himself, why he chose to come here, But he has already, as we've seen, gone further than us. He's been to the fishing hamlet. He's seen the majority of the secrets, but he hasn't seen the secret. Otherwise, he wouldn't be standing. I don't know whether it is Ludwig that you can blame entirely for these bodies and this hellish area and the river of blood, but it wouldn't be that surprising. I mean, the guy has murdered so many in his lifetime that his hell is essentially this. Brought to this horrible place.
Shrouded by night but with steady stride, coloured by blood but always clear of mind, proud unto the church. Beasts are a curse and a curse is a shackle. Only ye are the true blades of the church.
Interesting guy banging his head on a wall, muttering to himself. Can't help him because it's locked.
Greetings, agent.
He actually comes from a different region, this fella.
Coloured by blood but always clear of mind.
He doesn't sound Japanese, but he's wearing a Japanese sort of set. Is the idea. Alright, you devils. Let's see how much damage I do with this. Ooh, you're pretty resistant. And you do some good damage. So that's sort of raw arcane damage for you there. Let's deal with this guy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nice. So, with the arcane shot, you can hit them once with the sword, once with the arcane hit. As you can see, it does a lot of damage. The moveset is different to the Holy Blade that I have been using, so I do need to sort of be prepared for that difference. Doesn't make me feel safe walking in here. It feels like the door's going to close behind me. I'm going to get locked in. Frenzy Cold Blood. The weapon itself, though, is technically smaller than the sword. It's thinner. And even though, you know, the replica is meant to be similar to it, it's not of this version, it's of this version. And I suppose the sword itself doesn't really physically look like that. It's sort of an arcane magic that extends like the width of the swords. So the replica is an extenuated version of it, of course. I want to say a huge thank you to Roy Reaper for the £2 donation. Just my spot. Well, congrats on the top donor spot, dude. Appreciate it. I want to say thank you to Cuddle Core for 1,000 bits. That's a lot of bits. Thank you very much. Easiest way to donate through my mobile. Cuddle, thank you so much for the support. It's very generous of you. I really appreciate that. And Gear for the sub, the tier 1 sub. Thank you and welcome, dude. Thanks for supporting me. The subs are the lifeblood of the channel, man. You make all this possible. I'm really grateful, dude. Hope you enjoy your time here and your emotes. Down here at the bottom of this sudden change, this sudden shift, we're not seemingly in Yharnam anymore. We're in a strange sort of cellary prison. A real big shift. Who's this? It is a man
Legendary.
with a bell with some sort of moose horn beast style thing. Can't actually hear the bell for some reason when he's ringing it. Is that a bug? Look at that. I can't hear it.
Are you a hunter? Well, that's very odd. Do you hear the toll of the bell?
No. I hear nothing.
Very well. The
Epic.
beast you seek will not be found here. Go back to your hunt, and if you have the chance, put this night behind you. Places better left untouched. Secrets better left alone. Only a forwards brazenly roam.
So it gives us some advice to leave. And he's quite calm. He's quite sympathetic. He doesn't understand how we got here. And he immediately warns us, look, man, if you can't hear this bell, that's good. You should get out of here. You don't want to know what this place is about. It's genuine advice. Seems to be serious about it. This man hunts those that continue to seek the secrets of this nightmare.
Bear in mind, some places are better left untouched.
and some secrets are better left alone. Only fools do brazenly roam.
In a way, he is himself, you know, a hunter of hunters, like I am with my crow outfit. But he doesn't hunt the ones that are blood obsessed. He hunts the ones that are actually sane and looking for the secrets of this DLC. He's not the only hunter that's locked up here. We do have the assassin guy, the Japanese guy at the end of the hall that's talking to himself, and there is a hunter in here, but I don't believe I can release him until I have a key later. This guy is massive. Oh god, yeah, this is the weapon, isn't it? Yeah, Fists of Gratia. Maybe that's her. Maybe she was a hunter. That's her body just crawled over. But this weapon is absolutely ridiculous, and it's so cool, and I do really want to use it at one point. Oh, maybe it's left hand? Yeah, it is. It's left hand. Fist of Gratia, a chunk of iron fitted with finger holes. It's like braces, you know, for punching someone. But instead of, like, you know, it being knuckle dusters or whatever around the knuckles, it's just more of just a chunk of iron. A hulking hunter woman, simple Gratia, ever hopeless when handling hunter firearms, preferred to knock the lights out of beasts with just this hunk of iron, which incidentally causes heavy stagger. Gratia was a fearsome hunter, and to onlookers her unrelenting pummeling appeared oddly heroic. No wonder this weapon later assumed her name. So she at some point became a blood-crazed hunter as well, and was locked up here just like the rest. I can hear behind me rats in the dark. Look at those eyes. So you can use the weapon just as a physical weapon, as you can see. Like a claymore, it is extremely powerful. You do not need to permanently be in your arcane mode. What's the transformation like? Oh yes, that is very strong. We do want to make use of that. The combination of the arcane and physical damage. We've come out of a hidden hole here, actually. Strangely. Reminds me of the entrance to Old Yarnum. And we have sort of like a surgery in the church, in a cathedral-looking building. This looks just like the cathedral building. And have a look. There's a different altar, absolutely, but we see a very similar character murmuring to herself in a very similar setting. I do actually believe that this lady over here is Vicar Amelia. She became blood crazed just like everyone else and turned into a beast. Maybe she killed a lot of innocent people. And because of that, just like everyone else, she was sent here to the Hunter's Nightmare. And ended up sort of repeating what she would normally do. Hello. Now she is throwing some sort of arcane spell at us. Look at that damage, dude. It's so sick. We gotta keep line of sighting her in the back. Ooh. Oh no. Let's be careful here. She's actually using the replica Holy Blades. Ooh, no hit, no hit. Using this positioning here to stay out of the line of sight of these spells. Gotta be a bit careful here. I'm gonna go in with the combo. See how it works. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Let's be careful here. Ooh, the damage from that shot was quite outrageous. Hunters are very scary in this game. 1, 2, combo. Very good, very good. Still works, still works. Boom. Ha ha ha. Nice. Alright. Alright, Amelia, let's see what you got. She is wearing a very similar outfit, but naturally not transforming into a giant beast this time. Get wrecked. She uses the threaded cane. Very Bergenworth-esque, that. I did not have the stamina there to finish her. That was unfortunate. Boom. God, that's satisfying. Alright, we did in fact use 10 vials to fight those two. It's a tough fight. I've seen a lot of people struggle with those two, especially with the damage that they output. It can be really, really scary. I'm not sad to have used 10 vials there at all. I got them. Shame that you don't get any cool items or anything like to explain who they are or what they do. But we do have this altar here. Very, very similar. And if you recall, we did actually get an item, an eye pendant. Only chosen members of the Healing Church or their lamentable patients can enter the research hall using this eye. Grant eyes to the surgery altar skull. This is so important right here. We have a scholar from the choir who hides his eyes. So that's the choir. We don't know who that is. We don't know who that is. They kind of look similar. I like to think that this is Menzies, this is Church Hunter. And then you've got choir in the middle. It's like the three sort of factions of the church. I like that idea. Then you have this unnamed body with a hole in its head. And you put an eye pendant in its head. The metaphor of insight and, you know, skull, having eyes in the side of your skull and on your brain. But then a lot of people didn't notice this, and I didn't notice this either. There's actually a beast hiding under the table. The reference of, like I've said so many times, you have two planes, right? Real world, dream world. And then you have that two sides of the human. You have the human and the beast side. Beast lurk in every man. The capacity for monstrosity. And I never saw that originally. Oh god, this goddamn section is so intense. Welcome to the research hall. This is the origin of the celestial emissaries. But before we go further, we're actually going to go back down. It's an interesting lift, this one, because it doesn't require you to step on anything, like to activate it. It just activates when you stand on it. Why is it I go back down straight away? Well, just as there's a beast hidden under the truth of man. Now that looks a lot more familiar, doesn't it? This is more like what you actually see. There it is, the lady that gets splashed with blood as well in the Vicar Amelia fight. This looks like more like the real altar that you find in the cathedral. And what's this item? Lawrence's skull. Oh, hidden away. Hidden away. The skull of Lawrence, the first vicar of the Healing Church. In reality, he became the first cleric beast, and his human skull only exists within the nightmare. that skull that we touched and went into the memories to see Lawrence disagreeing and betraying and leaving Willem to go form the church, that is the first cleric beast. That was Lawrence's skull. The only reason this is here is just because, again, everything's concept. But I love that they've got the church shawl like wrapped around. That's what his head is resting on, a church shawl. The skull is a symbol of Lawrence's past and what he failed to protect, humanity. He is destined to seek his skull, but even if he found it, he could never restore his memories. In this DLC, we've actually already seen Lawrence. Do you remember that fiery cleric beast? The ironic nature of it. How it's a cleric beast, you know, and beasts are extremely weak to fire. And he was the first one that's like a magma version of a cleric beast. I suppose the point of that is because he's weak to fire, so he's probably burned, like how he died, he was probably set on fire by his own church hunters and such. What kind of church has this kind of budget for their altars? Well, actually, funnily enough, this church is rich, and it is hard to deny that, yeah, they would have loads of money. They controlled the blood, the old blood. They controlled Yharnam. They were the superpower of Yharnam. They were stronger than the government. They were the government at one point. Why? Because they had complete and utter control over the old blood, over the blood of the gods. And they made everyone not only want it, but need it with its extremely addictive power, intoxicating more than alcohol. Is that another one there? It is. We need 8 chunks for our saw. Right, we have these very strange bobblehead guys that I want to interact with, of course. But first I've got to do some of this. Wow, 34 damage for a plunging attack. Feels good, man. More chunks, though. Well worth. Okay, so let's take a look at these guys. Let's have a real look at them.
As I am afraid I've dropped them in a puddle.
He's looking for his eyes.
Everything is pale now.
Pale, you say? Like pale blood pale? Brain man? So this is the research hall of the church. The choir are like originated from this sort of research, as you recall. It was a sort of sub-faction of the church meant to experiment and search and learn, and then they eventually gained so much knowledge and power that they became their own pillar of the church, the choir. And these were the original versions of the celestial emissaries. Remember? Humans with big bulbous heads? An incomplete version of that is what we're looking at.
Has someone, anyone, seen my eyes? I am afraid I've dropped them in a puddle. Everything is pale now.
The truth is, I believe either you have no eyes or your eyes are inside your head, because that's what they were trying to do, right? And through this experiment, this original experimentation, they've basically removed your ability to see anything but on the inside. In the way that how I said before, the amygdala, in the way that the amygdala have holes on their head so that they can see. It's similar. But these guys don't have holes on their heads, so they can't see. So they're blind. Looks like he has a sack over his head. Exactly. It's like a flesh sack that he has. Hefton, thanks so much for the 1,000 bits. I don't know what the hell's going on with bits today, but I really appreciate it. Just one more pint of blood, please. Oh my god. Monka S. Where are you guys going? Okay, so the question is, are you guys weak to my swords? So it's about 330-ish damage. Or are you weak to my whirling saw, my fire saw? It is roughly the same damage. So, arcane-y, well, it was physical more than arcane. Look at this guy. Oh man, I forgot about him. Oh god. Holy shit. Isn't that some weird thing right there? The guy's arms are wrapped together in like a straitjacket style. So he's just worming around like a worm. I would say these guys are slightly weaker to fire than they are to arcane or physical. The reason that I'm doing slightly more with my arcane Moonlight Greatsword is, of course, the fact that it is upgraded to a +10 and the whirling saw is upgraded to a +8. So imagine if my saw was upgraded as well to a +10. I forgot about that trap. I could feel it coming, but I wasn't sure if it was there. Some sort of poison there. And a trap hidden away under that body. So I have to be wary. Look, here's another one. A stone. Oh, that's dastardly. Some of them don't activate anything. Oh, or even it only activates when you go in a certain direction. The detail, man. Hey, go off the side, will you? Damn. You are strong. So, there's a doorway up there. We can go all the way to the top, but there's a doorway there and a sort of revolving staircase that can actually be moved. We need to find a way to raise it. Hello.
Oh, Lady Murray, save me, please. I don't hear anything. Oh, Lady Murray, save me, please. I don't hear anything.
I wonder what it's like inside of that. You have no eyes and no ears. You're not, you know, blind to all your senses, but you've lost vision and you've lost sound. Some of them claim to hear rain or like water. And you could say, oh, well, maybe inside their head it's like the blood or whatever that they're hearing in that weird bulbous sac. And that would arguably make sense to me. Or it could be what there's actually hearing around this this tower. It could be the water that is there. Alright, we've got quite a few friendos in here. I just want to compare something. It's about 330 or something like that damage. What are the R1s like in the physical version? 310. It is roughly the same speed of attack as well. So it's not really worth not being in this. That increases your range and does slightly more damage as well. But it's good to know, good to test. Check out these bodies and these experimentations. It's not really much of an experiment, is it, when you tie someone down and just stab them in a bunch of places? What are you doing? Just sort of seeing how they react to pain, just like anyone else. Some of them are tied to chairs as well. This one's head wasn't exploded, but you can see how it's being clamped down, and it's like a screw that's being slowly drilled in to the head. Of course that person didn't survive. Of course not. 2 elevators, currently deactivated, but good to be aware of. Being in that bobblehead would probably be like complete isolation. Yeah, absolutely. Hello, monkey guy. Some of them, you know, they've all lost their sanity, and can you blame them? Not all. But some of them are particularly weird, like Worm Guy or Gorilla Guy here. But there's actually one right here. Hidden away. Ambush style. Decorative old hunter garb. I'm excited about this. Such a cool set. I love this L2! Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? God, you fast. Stop it. Stay still. God damn, you quick. You quick. I gotta give you props for that. You fast. Good lord. Okay, more books and such. Nothing too special in here. Just some experimentation and a door that we can open. Drop damage with that sword is so far proven weak. True. Let's try some plunge attacks with the saw blade. Laboratory, floor, room. 2. So we're on level 2 right now. We see those bodies. There's the platform where the worm guy was, but we don't see the worm guy anymore. Monkey S. Where's he gone? Okay, we got another gorilla guy. This time I'm going to show you the R2 of the two-handed whirling saw. It's so cool. Holy crap. Oh my god. Shockingly, and well, not really, shockingly, they drop Frenzy Cold Bloods. The blood is very strong. They have been empowered. Sure, it wasn't a complete success. They haven't been turned into genuine emissaries of the Celestials, but you cannot deny the fact that they are strong, they are quick, they are agile, and they certainly have eyes inside of their head as intended. Hello. There's one out here with me just chilling out. You can actually have a look down and recognize that courtyard as the flower garden where the Celestial Emissary boss fight takes place before I go to Ebritas, hidden away under this place. It's the same building. You can actually see Yharnam in the distance, or at least a version of it. I believe he's friendly. Check out a sunflower. The early versions of these blue plants that we find everywhere.
Blip, blop, blip, blop. Splish, splash, splish, splash. Blip, blop, blip, blop. Splish, splash, splish, splash.
God damn, you're insane. Sincerest thanks, wondrous blobby thing. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Thank you, wondrous blobby thing. Thank you. It's great insight. Thank you for the knowledge that you impart on me. So unnerving. Well, the reason that he's saying that could be, like I say, the blood that he is running in his head. It's all he can hear. Or it could be the truth of what's around this place. Is that worm guy? How did he get there, dude? How's he moving around like that? Oh, God, rats. I really, really love this weapon. It's just so good. All plunging attacks and like heavy slam attacks appear to hold the target down and then just soar into them. So this is probably a very good plunging attack weapon, and it could just be that in Bloodborne, and I've forgotten this detail it seems, that plunging attacks are better with certain weapons. Are you going to play any Paragon before it closes? Absolutely, but do a big stream on it. Okay, looks like this is as far as we go here. Now, there is other ways around it. It is a maze in a way, but it's all very logical and connects very realistically. So what I want to do is just go back up here, and I should drop down from a higher point into or onto one of the staircases. if these are early versions of the Celestial Emissaries, and they're like a semi-failure, then they're arcane based. They're learning to do arcane attacks, arcane magics, aligning themselves with the Great Ones. And so, of course, they would be resistant to arcane because they are arcane based creatures, or at least they're becoming them. So they're not necessarily weak to fire, it's just that they're resistant to arcane. That's why the Whirling Saw is seemingly more effective here. Hey guys.
Kill me. Please. Just kill me. Free me from this place before I go mad.
He can sense me. He knows I'm here.
Someone help me. I'm guilty. I know. But I won't do it again. I promise. The dumb darkness. It frightens me. And what rises from its very depths.
Lady Maria, Lady Maria, please take my hand. Please help me. Don't let me drown.
Yeah, so it's really hard to say which it is. Whether they hear the sound of the water and they imagine the water that's surrounding this place, or it's inside their head with the blood. I like to think it's the first one, you know, inside their head with the blood. Anyway, it's just too sad, man. By the way, that's a really great note from a player. Despicable inquisitiveness. The concept that the choir and the church doing this terrible thing to people, turning them into these monsters and inflicting insane torture. Inflicting upon them their own private hell. It's really fucked up. And they all call, a lot of them call out for Maria. We noticed that she was involved in all of this. Yes, there's a decorative guard for us to look at, but we don't have the full set yet, so we'll look then, or at least a little bit further in. There's a lot going on. Enjoying the pizza cutter? Damn right I am. So, if you're wondering what the screaming was, it's this guy or these guys. They're just big, strong versions. God damn, I mean strong. Oh, the dead angle. Oh. Oh. Swapping my weapon completely CC'd me. Come on then. That's a good point. I was giving them mercy by putting them out of their hell, but I wasn't doing it in a nice way. What I was doing was taking a saw and then doing this. But that's still less horrifying than what I did to the final guy. I just turned the saw on and did this. I just held it to him. Holy shit. Oh man, that was, yeah, I'm not a very nice guy apparently, like, sure, I'm giving them mercy and all, but not in a clean way. I really should have used my sword. Yeah, if I one-shot them, it would have been fine, but I was not doing that. I was cutting them to pieces. Oh, God. I'm a kind of a monster. Okay, we have a continuation here. This leads further and further up as we continue up here. There's someone holding the high ground with a gun. Killing these guys wandering from there. They're kind of infinitely coming for that way, so if we go back and come down a different way, maybe we can avoid that constant flow of them. He's struggling to get this last one, isn't he? Oh, here we go. There's another trap here. You know what I just noticed? The trap is firing out the same acid that's in their head. Bye, dude. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, he survived. Well, one of them did, anyway. I think the gun guy's dead. Oh, God. Yeah, so these cupboards filled with vials and such, they're spitting out the same acid that's inside them. So they've clearly produced that acid, maybe originally as a weapon. Oh my God, you don't have a head. Where's that bulbous sack of yours, friend? I know where it is. Winner Drake with 1,000 bits this time. Hey man, how come my sweet shield disappeared? I have no idea. Oh, I know why. You have to change it manually, don't you? It's because you've got Prime. So you've chosen the Prime icon instead of your bit badge. You have to choose. Thank you for the bits. I really appreciate it. So we have some headless ones here. And the thing about these guys is their bodies remain conscious to a degree, but they're not really there anymore. Like, that's just a mindless body wandering around. It's amazing that they've managed to achieve that in itself. You know, a body that can still function like a headless chicken, but be maintained somewhat permanently. But it's just a gormless thing that just exists with no conscious. What's this? Floor 5. So we've gone a little bit higher up. Check it out, guys. These bulbous sacs are the brain. And these disgusting things exist on their own. They don't have to be attached to a body. It's like brains. It's like a person just laying there. Currently they seem neutral. Enlarged head. But as soon as I pick up that, start spurting their acidic blood at us. An enlarged head of a patient of the cathedral with a cavity that just happens to fit a human head, although one would be mad to try it on. But if you do, listen carefully for the sticky sound. Drip drop as water seeping up from the depths slowly, steadily. How do you like my fashion? Do you like my fashion, guys? Do you think it's a good look? Do you think I should run this IRL, do you reckon? Do you think I would get some notice? Do you think hot babes would dig me if I wore this IRL? Right. I don't think he's going to be weak to fire, but what about Arcane, my friend? What about Arcane? Poke. Hahaha. Aw, you're lucky. You're lucky. Throw something at me that poisons me. Let's get some damage in. Do some combo. Oh, he really ran away. Throwing some poison daggers at me. If you could stop shooting me, I'd appreciate that. How'd you like this? Oh, you didn't like that. Whoa, you're alive. There we go. Actually dodged my killing blow. Only a couple of those hits hit him and it did 600 damage. It's solid, man. Takes a lot of blood bullets or quicksilver. But it's a tool in my belt. I'm going to use it. Okay, let's go down here. It's another one.
Plop. Plip. 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 Plop. Lady Maria, I'm a robin. Will I ever curl up and become an egg? What say you? Lady Maria. Lady Maria, say something. Anything.
Splish splosh. She thinks I'm Lady Maria, and honestly, they all do. I suppose it's the ones that are quote-unquote sane are the ones that remember Maria and her kindness and her support for them while they were being tortured and experimented on. And I suppose this one is certainly not sane by any means, right? I mean, she thinks she's a robin and she wants to become an egg. But she still sort of is sane and still calm because she remembers the kindness of Lady Maria.
Lady Maria, I'm a robin.
A robin?
Will I ever curl up and become an egg?
God, that is some good voice acting. Sorry! Brain fluid. It got up again.
Lady Maria, I'm a robin. Will I ever curl up and become an egg? What say you? Say something.
Doesn't even care that I hit it. Doesn't even care. It died and then just got up again. That's weird, dude. Greyish amoeba-shaped brain fluid. Wobbles and bounces. Look at that. Extracted from a patient whose head expanded until that's all they were. Fell off. Once a young girl had an older brother who was determined to become a doctor, and so she willfully became his patient. In the end, this led to their encounter with the eldritch truth, for which they considered themselves blessed. But you...
Is that you, Lady Maria? No. You're someone else.
You can actually see the white colour that she has of her brain sac thing, but mine's got a little bit more red on it. But you can actually see the white in the front still. This weird sac thing. So she is sane somehow. She is still somehow functional and able to identify who I am. She's not obsessed like the rest, but she does immediately call out to Lady Maria nonetheless.
Please, could you do something for me? I need brain fluid. Murky, mushy brain fluid.
I have one of those. Sure, here you go.
Oh, thank you. You're terribly kind. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, I hear the sticky sound. Do you hear it too? Oh, I know. Will you have my blood as thanks? I'll have you know, I was once a blood saint too, so do come back if you ever run dry of saint's blood.
Peculiar that you're a saint.
Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, I'll have you, so do come back.
She says she'll give me blood, but doesn't give me any. I assume it's because I'm holding this. Let's try again.
Oh, will you accept my...
Accept blood.
That makes me happy. But I cannot move. Look, on my right arm. I'm sorry to trouble you. But you don't mind, do you?
Blood. of Adeline. Blood taken from Adeline, patient of the research hall. It gives you HP and then slowly regenerates HP over time. Adeline was originally one of the blood saints who received treatment by the church to cultivate worthy blood. Adeline's was one of the few cases that turned out favorably. Yeah, so you know how the low-level church females, the blood saints, we actually met one of them. We brought her into church or the chapel or whatever, Cathedral of Uden, and she went absolutely mad. And she was the one, the church hunter that got jealous when we would take the blood from the Lady of the Night. So similar concept, I suppose, but somehow it still works despite what they've done to her in testing. But it's interesting to find out that her previous life was that of a church hunter or with the church. How did she become one of their experiments, I wonder?
Oh, there you are. Don't be greedy. As they say, fear the thirst for blood. I should know. I was once a blood saint too. Oh, don't I?
Okay, she can't give us any more, but we're gonna need to get some more brain fluid for her. Gotta keep up with our brain fluid. Hey, it's Worm Guy. Hey, Worm Guy. I missed. Let's not talk about that. Okay, right. How about this? Huh. Apparently I couldn't hit it. I feel bad, I didn't even drop anything. Okay, you. I don't know if you have brain fluid, but look, you need to die anyway. Wow, I didn't react. I'm looking for brain fluid. No? Okay. Okay, we're back up at the top. Oh yes, this is the way we didn't go. So we crossed over here to take out the guy with the gun, but we didn't go the third route, which is all the way to the top. And I remember hearing some crows up here. Yes, I can hear them now. Ah, shit. It's one of the big guys. You can actually send him off the side. Go on, go on. That's it. Later, y'all. 3.6 thousand souls for that. Yeah, you can fight him if you want, but frankly, I ain't got time for that. That dude's strong. Ladder there that we can drop down to get even higher. We're now up in the rafters. And we got some friendly rats. I am not comfortable at all. I'll tell you what, I'm going to use the L2 attack primarily because it's very... What I was expecting him to do was stand still and then do this. And then I can walk forward slowly like that, right? I did not expect him to walk forward and me be unable to stop him. How's that L2 treating you? What was that about L2? Fuck you guys. Okay. I fucked up. I got my souls back. Thank you so much, Winter Drake, for gifting a sub, and congrats to Kratos. Are you looking forward to the gear at the God of War playthrough, Kratos, by any chance? Okay, so this is it at the top. This is where we want to be. All the way up here. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I knew, I could feel that something was coming, but I didn't know where it was. They're even higher up. Even higher up. Go on, mate, attack. Ha ha ha! Fly now, bitch! Ha ha! Did he survive? Logically, he should survive that with his wings, so... Looks like I didn't get any souls. Right, we got the rats here now. I'm so scared. Oh, that was close. I nearly went off. Did he fall off as well? Looks like he did, yeah. Thank God. Oh, God, I'm so uncomfortable. Rafters are always scary, dude. But I'm not comfortable with either weapon that I use to the level of like, okay, I know I won't fall if I press this button now. And I've fallen off once, so I don't trust myself. Okay, let's get this item over here. Is there more crows going to drop on me? Probably. I'm going to be fast about this. Go, 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 go! Hit him with my fire club. My fire club. Okay, you. Are you going to talk to me?
Listen close, and you too will hear
Greetings, agent.
the sound of water.
Yeah, I can hear it. It's inside of my head as well. But also it's outside this window, which just makes sense.
Listen.
Alright, look. I'm putting you out of your misery, but I'm doing it in a horrible way. Like a painful way. Hey, Fluke. Thanks. I'm making a fashion statement. I was asking if I should run this hat IRL. And I think I will, yeah. Looks really good. Really brings out my eyes. Actually, it hides them. Okay, so there's that ladder there that I can go to. But first, this unlocks the next area. It's very important. It's going to raise the whole platform. Now, this is the entire middle staircase. A crow, huh? You're trying to ambush me, son. Well, surprise. Here's your ambush. What? He didn't fall off. There you go. Later, loser. Wait, did he survive? My god, he did. And now he's coming to kill me. Actually, it just kind of seems confused. But he's thinking about it. He's trying to kill me. Okay, we're up on the even higher rafters. Because, you know, why not? We're risking everything. Why not continue to risk more? Don't attack me. Don't attack me.
Splish, splash. Splish, splash.
God, you sound so... That's great voice acting. It's weirdly cute. You've come to the right place. Damn right I have. Damn right I have.
Have you heard how curiously the sea churns? Like a storm, but like the rain, only gentle, like dripping water. It bellows from deep inside of me. Here it comes, up through my inside, but gently, like little droplets.
So weird. You're so weird.
Have you heard how curiously the sea churns, like a but
So, I guess the reason that it's still able to talk, and it's not sane, but it's not insane either. It's weird, this middle ground. I suppose it's the fact that it has the brain fluid. It's not starved for brain fluid like the NPC we're helping.
Greetings, agent.
Ooh, brain fluid. Ah, she's alive! Jesus Christ! I don't know if I can get more than one.
Have you heard like a but
So I'm gonna try again. Apparently not. It seems like I can only get one brain fluid from each one. Almost down to the bottom here. There's the worm guy, it's his spawn, and then the item that we really needed before we go any further forward. You know what? I killed you once, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna get my shield, my poison knives, and I'm gonna walk away. Oh, there's an item in that corner. And there too. Down below. So there's a lot of those worm dudes to deal with. But I've managed to find my way to one of the hidden areas that we didn't go to yet. And then we'll head slowly down and circle around. Here we go. Check it out. Ah. No hugs. I'm a strictly no hug policy right now. Especially when you've got gangrene on your arm that's dripping and oozing poison. I'm not into that. I'm sorry. Underground cell key. Very important item. Key to the cell below the Grand Cathedral, hunters are held within the underground cell so that things better left unseen and knowledge better left unknown will decay quietly in the follow darkness. So it's not just, hey, these are blood-crazed hunters and we're going to lock them up so that they're suffering here, like that Greta person. It's the people that learned dark truths and dark secrets about the church, about the hunters, about the origins of it all. And so their punishment was to be locked away. And one of them who's locked away actually works with the people who locked him away. You know, this guy, he hunts those that continue to look for the secrets, even though he's locked away for being someone who knows the secrets. A decorative old hunter garb decorated with brass trinkets. At the time, some hunters believed that certain metals would ward off beast blood, so they used lots of brass, right? On a night of the hunt, it's no wonder that people would resort to superstition, as mentioned before. We have more old hunter gloves. So you can see that's the original, and then we have the decorative version, which is like, rather than using like leather straps to hold it down, you use brass instead, just to increase their resistance. I love this look, dude. It looks so great. Especially with the saw as well. It's like the true old hunter style. Powder keg madman. How's it going, Simon?
Oh, hello. Not a pretty sight, is it? The true face of the blood-worshipping, beast-purging, healing church. But that's not all. You seek the secrets held by the nightmare, do you not? Then here's what you must do. Climb the Astral Clocktower and kill Maria. She hides the real secret.
Somehow Simon's passed by Maria once already. I wonder how that happened, because she's a tough one. And you're cool, Simon, but you clearly didn't kill her.
Go on. Kill Maria atop the Astral Clocktower. She hides the real secret.
Okay. Then we have the shield that we want to equip now. So we'll take off the torch and put the shield on. A shield in Bloodborne. Unusual for sure. An artisanal shield crafted with blue glass. Originally used to safeguard the leader presiding over a sacred healing church ceremony. And later supplied to tomb prospectors, in particular those exploring the labyrinth of Isis. The blue is fashioned after a lake, and the shield greatly reduces all forms of non-physical damage. So it's not a physical shield, it's an arcane shield. Very cool, like, concept. And it's very important to have in the next fight. It protects you from cosmic attacks, arcane attacks. And does knock him down. He's quite weak to it. Tell you, man, these church dudes are strong. Okay, so with the key, can now unlock these doors. This is the man that's talking to himself. Is really fucking his head up.
Always clear of mind, proud under the church. Beasts are a curse, and a curse is a shackle. Only ye are the true blades of the church.
He's gone mad. Good night, sweet prince. I'm just sort of ending his torment. And there you go. That's the reference to the fact that he's not actually here. He's a foreigner who came from an outside land. Garb of a distant eastern land worn by Yanamura the Wanderer. So he was Yanamura. This eastern warrior pursued a beast for honorable revenge, but then ended up becoming a hunter of the League. When he stared straight into impurity, it drove him mad. Of which there is quite a lot of it, especially in this area. Poor guy. Could not hack the horrors of man. And well, I guess cosmic horror is quite the thing to swallow. This hat and staff were given to him when he became a hunter and the Confederate of the League. Hello. There he is. From Yahagul, and he uses the church pick. So he's just an early Menzies guy. That's awkward. The real attack didn't hit him. Haha, look at him trying to get through the door. Come on, man. Get out of there. What are you doing? This isn't a fight. There you go. Oh, through the wall. Gameplay. Come on, then. Ooh, dodged it. Dodged it. That pick is so damaging. It's such a silly weapon. Come on, come get it. Come get it! Boom! The range on it's really good too. Oh, a miss. I've never seen anyone use this church pick as their main build. Not because it's bad, it is a good weapon. I just think it's not very interesting. It's quite simple as a weapon. It's literally a pickaxe. I believe it's strength based as well, right? Church pick. One of the old trick weapons of the Healing Church, a hunting weapon form from one of the giant picks that appear in the old Beast Tales. The church pick initially serves as a large sword, but when transformed, functions as an extended war pick. In spite of its origins, it is a highly practical weapon. Yeah, like I'm saying, it's a good weapon. Oh no, it's more of a skill weapon. Interesting. I wonder if I use it. Maybe that'll progress it, now that I don't have the blood.
Oh, there you. How did you find my blood?
That's it.
A touch more? Should it please you?
Yeah, sure, give me more.
Greetings, agent.
I'm gonna use another one.
Oh, hello again. I'm very sorry. As I was a blood saint, I cannot break the tenets of the church, even for you. Once you've run dry of blood, come visit me again.
So she can only give me so much.
Oh, as I was a blood... Once you've...
But she can only give me one at a time, even though I have used it, so I maybe need to reset the area again. We'll go deal with the boss and do so. It just reveals an altar.
Hello? Is anyone there? Please, somebody, I need help. I'm trying, but I'm afraid the sound is fading.
She's going a little bit mad, isn't she? The fluids. When she runs out of fluid, she loses her sanity.
Hello? Is that who I think it is? Please. Oh, please, I need brain fluid. The sticky sound is fading fast. Please bring me brain fluid. I must have it. That sound, it is all that guides me. Without it, I'll be sent back to my former, lesser years.
Look at the way she's going mad. The hands are writhing.
Yes, that's it. Let me have it.
So gross.
I can hear it. Yes. The sound that guides me. Thank you. Thank you so much. You have saved me. Take this charm. Lady Maria gave it to me, but it is all I can offer, other than my own blood.
The balcony key. Hey, I know where that is.
Please, do not abandon me. I promise to do good.
That's a bit weird.
Oh, hello. Do you hear that? The sticky sound, as clear as day. Slip, slop, drip, drop, slip, slop. How extraordinary. Do you think that water drips even down deep below at the bottom of the sea? Can you hear it?
God, you're insane. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Fucking weirdo. Fucking insane. It does seem like the rest of the people, you know, the ones that are actually insane, that are like gorillas and monkeys and feral and worming around and such, they've just been deprived of brain fluid. There's no one here to administrate it to them anymore. So they're going mad without it. Key to balcony on the first floor of the research hall. Lady Maria of the Astral Clocktower gave this to the patient, Edelyn. Maria hoped that Edelyn would find comfort in the faint breeze that carried the scent of flowers from the outside. Edelyn could not fathom her intentions. She didn't understand why she gave her a key. Never even used it.
Drip, drop, slip, slop. Drip.
Ask her if water is wet. It's a good question. I'm pretty sure she's going to say yes, though. Yeah, thanks for the bits, dude. Alright, let's go over here to the balcony. Open this up. There we go. This is meant to calm her, and... oh, hello. Ah, god damn. It's the little area that I told you about earlier that we looked down at. It's the flower region. As you can see, sunflowers and such. They become their celestial blue form eventually. But unfortunately, they're not quite there right now. Just like the patients, they have not ascended. Kin cold blood. But as you can see, they're not far away from being true kin of the Great Ones. There's quite a lot of them here. An item there. Hey guys, you don't mind me being here, do you? Oh god, they mind me being here. They really mind it. They're not okay with this. They're not okay with me being there. I'm sorry, I stepped on your flowers. It is a new arcane tool. About time we got a new one, to be honest. The Black Sky Eye. Summon a tiny meteor from dark depths of one's pupil. A soft eye blessed by a phantasm, one of the slugs. It's like got writhing slugs on an eye. It's disgusting. They were discovered through Bergenworth's contact with the Arcane, but in the end revealed nothing. Deep within the eye lies a vast stretch of dark sky that rumbles with an endless meteor storm. The slightest rub of the tiny orb, and rock will tumble and soar. Alright, how many quicksilver does this require? An arcane shot. That's the wrong number. It only requires one. And what it does is shoots that little bolt. It does some good arcane damage. Reliable. And they're using a stronger version of that. I suppose these ones down here are the ones that are closer to being kin, closer to being the celestial emissaries, more than any of the others. Which is why they're able to use that magic. Hey Kia, thank you so much for the 38 month of resub, much appreciated. Welcome back, hope you're doing great, Kia. I do in fact hear Wandering Madness. I'll get my fire weapon ready. My little club. There he is. Where you going? Nowhere. Thank you. There's those 2 chunks that I would have needed if I didn't buy more. Actually, you have a drop down here on the right. Don't remember anything on the left, but I've always got to look just in case. It's the same connection. The structure is physically the same. We still have to go get our blood echoes that we left. What a... oh my god, Cuddle. How much is that? Oh look, there is actually a chest there and I need to make this jump. Thank you, Cuddle. Another 1,100 bits. No message. Whoa, make the jump. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. What's in here? Pulsing damp blood gem. Someone asked me where does this go when it goes down, and I said it's just the altar that you reveal. But what they actually meant was, where does this take you when you go all the way to the bottom? And I didn't think about that. It takes you to this chest that I completely forgot. Thank you for reminding me. I believe it was Big that was saying that. The church cannon. It's the weapon that was used by the massive guy, one of the big executioner types. Eldritch executioner. An oversized weapon used by the healing church. So, you know, he tried to blast me in the face with that thing. A type of cannon that fires with a curved trajectory and creates an explosion upon impact. Originally designed for use by brawny men with deteriorated brains, not just for any ordinary hunter. But the men lacked the wits to effectively operate firearms. A weapon was quietly ushered into permanent storage. However, we did see those big executioners using them around front, and I suppose the reason that they were able to use them is because they were like eldritch versions, monstrous versions.
I have failed. Please, Lady Maria.
They all miss her, they all respect her, they all care for her. It's because she's the only one that showed them kindness throughout this horror.
I have failed.
Let's put you out your misery. Brain fluid? Question mark? No? Okay. Let's finally go through the door. That's a big section. There's a lot of hidden areas. It takes a lot of time to sort of go through and see everything. But in the end, behind the door is this horror. Originally, I thought the boss was the flower. But no, it's this early version of the celestial emissaries. But these ones are stronger than the rest. They're failures, but they're more successful than everything else we've seen. Watch out, watch out. Line of sight that. Stop shooting at me. Oh, careful, careful. Watch out for these bombs. Right, there's one on the left here, should be the weakest. Oh god. Oh my god. Alright, we got one down. Let's go get this guy. Another one down. Oh no. Oh no. I can't get my shield. I can't get my shield. I might be dead. Yep.
Greetings, agent.
It's not even a hard fucking boss fight. It's really straightforward. It's really straightforward. It's just that part where you have to get the shield out and block. That's it. and I couldn't fucking transform my weapon. I was just stuck. As soon as one hit me, I was down and I couldn't get up. For damage. Right, I don't see a ranged one right now, which is a bit of a problem. L1. I'm blocking, I'm blocking. Oh. Okay, back at it. Oh, that hit me. Now the magic gets stronger. Shit. Go around here. Line of sight, line of sight. Another one down. Another one down. L1, L1. Careful! Okay, we're good. Two-hand version again. Just keep our distance. Oh shit, that was greedy, greedy. Okay, we're going to go for the ranged one again. Fuck. Nearly died. Not again, dude. Another one down. Another one down. Almost got it. Last one. There you go. Oh. Holy shit. I know the music for that boss fight is unbelievable. It's so like easy to forget that boss fight because it's kind of a weird one. It's not like a crazy epic fight that you remember forever type deal. I even forgot it existed until I was doing the DLC. Oh, that was fun. There you go, the Astral Clocktower key. It's silly of me to die the way I did, but it's just the way the shields work in this game, and I realized way too late. Holy shit, man. Do you ever miss the culling hollow? Yeah, a little bit. I'd like to see a game like that again. Key to the Astral Clocktower, top of the Grand Cathedral. The caretaker of the tower's numerous patrons, known to them only as Lady Maria, made her home behind the giant star interpreting clock. I swear, I was saying when I first came in here, I come in and I immediately see this giant moving flower, and I've seen like the themes of flowers and such throughout everywhere. I thought that was the boss the first time, and there was just minions defending it. Imagine if this was the boss and it opened like a mouth, like a gaping maw or something. Or one of them shot like lasers at you or something the way that Amygdala eyes do. You hear the sound of cracking bone? You can actually see bones. There are many, many deaths that are involved in the creation of this flower. It's almost like they probably do actually, they use corpses to feed the tree or the plant. Scary thought, right? There it is. God, that's scary. She has freed herself by leaving her body behind. Now she's just the head.
Oh, hello. One last time. Will you fetch brain fluid just one last time? The murky, mushy fluid that will make me whole. The sticky sound whispers to me. So very close, right into my ear. My head, just a head, that's all there is. I need my baptism. Please, I beg of you. I want to be something.
A robin. Well, there's only one place I can get you that fluid, and it's from you. Just like the others, she regenerates.
Please, give me brain fluid. The sticky sound whispers I need my baptism. Or perhaps I'm already brimming over.
Yeah, you actually are. You're filled with it. That's why I just took some from you. You have so much more than the rest, really. But I'm gonna give you even more than everyone else. Here's some more brain fluid. Is that a straw?
I see a shape. My guide, I see your voice. Clearly as it bends and bleeds.
Milkweed.
My own revelation. Just for me. Thank you for everything. Really, I used to be nothing.
So it seems like she actually is overwhelmed by the fluid, and it just kills her like a parasite. May the good blood guide your way. Just overwhelmed her. But we do get a rune, the Milkweed rune. Envisioned by Adeline, patient of the research hall. So she is the first one to ever, consider or even comprehend this rune. A transcription of the inhuman sticky whispers that reveal the nature of a celestial attendant. Those who take this oath become a lumen wood that peers towards the sky, feeding phantasms in its luscious bed. Phantasms guide us and lead us to further discoveries. You let the fucking slugs use your head. Small increase in item discovery. It does actually have a physical change to your character though, which we will look at. Okay, let's use this milkweed rune. This is gonna be bad. Oh! Oh god! It's so gross. Ugh. My head has become sort of a stalk. And my arms. In fact, it's not just my head, it's my whole body, isn't it? What if I take off my... Oh no. Apparently it's, it makes it look like it's your whole body, but it's not. If I take off my weapon... I'm still in, fist form. I need the cos parasite, apparently. My god, Winter. There's too much. Okay, back at the top of the research hall. The Astral Clocktower looms ahead. We have the key. Right on time. I always really, really loved the old Hunter's wallpaper. And this visual is glorious. And there she is, casually sitting. She's actually a corpse. And she's going to reference a corpse, but she's not talking about hers. She's talking about the secrets, the thing that she guards here in the clock tower. This hunter's nightmare contains the secrets of the original hunters, the original church hunters, and the absolute horror of what they did in a fishing hamlet down by the side of Yharnam. There were reports of something strange washing up from the sea. The question is, was it already dead or was it dying? Did the hunters finish it off or fail their mission and find a dead corpse and instead kill an entire village to make up for the failure? We'll talk about that more as we see it. But in the meantime, this hunter is trying to prevent us from seeing the sheer horror and truth of what they did. She committed suicide, but her body still stands guard. She was absolutely disgusted by what she and her other hunters did beyond this clock tower in the fishing hamlet, that she threw away her weapons. Also note that she's actually a vile blood. Really, really interestingly, she's also a vile blood. So I suppose, maybe, she's undying like her queen. Or maybe it's just because of the dream that she's able to revive. Also, you may notice her voice and her visuals, her character. This is the female hunter, Maria, and the doll looks so similar to her because Gehrman was in love with Maria, and in his obsession, when he lost her, he made a doll of her that sounds exactly like her when it was given life. And you'll note... Wait. So cool.
A corpse should be left well alone.
Note the hand signal she does. It's the same hand shape, like, leading out to you. Like the doll does when you're given power, when you channel the blood echoes.
I know very well how the secrets beckon so sweetly. Only an honest death will cure you now. Liberate you from your wild curiosity.
So fucking cool. And the music. Ah, it's a good fight. Whoop, shit. She uses the old hunter bone. 327, it's not bad. What about this? 7.5. What about this? Oh, I missed it. Ha 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 ha! Ow. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You should have got staggered there. So she uses her vile blood as weapons now. And I'm going to use my moonlight. Look at that. It combines her vile blood power with her weapons and hugely increases their range and their damage. Oh! Your chair! You ruined your chair! Okay, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa! I missed! Woo! Ah, shit. Oh, shit! Ah! Fuck! Oh, I keep getting hit by a range stuff. Dodge, dude, dodge. Good night. Kablamo. There you go. No cheese. First try. First time in, what, 2.5 years. No cheese. A little bit arcane, but that's, I'm an arcane guy. I'm supposed to use it. I parried her, what, like once? Okay? Just once. That was a good fucking version of the fight, and I used the fucking arcane sword for the set, like the first phase, the normal version, the second phase. Yes! That was fucking awesome, man. Celestial dial that functions with a giant astral clock in the Grand Cathedral. When the dial is held up towards the astral clock, the clock will come to life and reveal a secret to the curious interloper. I'm low on resources after that fight, but that was a good fight. I'm really happy with the way that went. I didn't parry spammer, I didn't BM or anything. I did what I was supposed to, you know? There's actually a coffin here. Remember Rune. I don't know whose coffin this is. Maybe it's meant to be Maria's coffin. Oh, it's in reference to what's behind it. Nothing but the dead here turn back. It's not a bad note. Alright, well, I'm a hunter who is inquisitive, you know? I got the spirit of Bergenworth in me. I've just seen a lot of terrible things, and I want to know why. Why did these things happen? Who cursed the hunters? Who caused this nightmare to be a living hell for the hunters? And any hunter who becomes blood crazed is sent here. It's a hunter. It's a hunter fate. That none of them can escape. Look at that, dude. God, it's so cinematic. Maria's shame lies beyond this. And as I say, this nightmare does not make sense in terms of structure or level design. But I want you to notice the ship masts over there. And how Yharnam is under the water. We have done a U-turn. We've come in a straight line, right? This is us coming through Yharnam and then facing like Ludwig and everything, okay? And then we reach this tower. We start climbing up the tower. We reach this next level up here. We move on. We face the failures and then the clock tower itself, the Astral Clocktower with Maria. That sends us slightly up higher. And then we're back basically above where we were at the start. So this water, this lake, this sea is hanging in the sky above Old Yharnam, above this place that we were actually in earlier. It makes no sense structure-wise because we're in a dream. It's not real. However, it may explain why all the people in the research facility hear water. Because there's quite literally consistent, permanent rain. And everything's upside down here, man. You see that? And the masts of the ships, we've seen those before. Somewhere else in the Nightmare Frontier. Just further referencing and ironing out the fact that the nightmares all connect. They're all in the same plane of existence. We're floating on islands, essentially, with nightmares. Someone used an umbilical cord. Someone used great power of the cosmos to create this nightmare, and they made it as a specific and unique hell for hunters. Because they hate hunters so much, they cursed all of them. Cursed the hunters who did this. Cursed the children of the hunters and their children's children. Forever. But why?
Blasphemous murders, blood-crazed fiends. Atonement for the wretches.
Legendary.
By the wrath of Mother Cos. Mercy for the poor wizened child. Mercy. Oh, please.
You look like a fish, man. This guy was there when it happened.
Blasphemous murders, blood-crazed fiends. Atonement for the wretches. By the wrath of Mother Cos. Mercy for the poor wizened child. Mercy. Oh, please.
So, this guy is constantly cursing hunters. He hates them.
Murders, blood-crazed fiends. Atonement for the wretches. By the wrath of Mother Cos.
The wrath of Mother Cos.
For the poor wizened child. Mercy. Oh, please.
Okay, there you go. Constantly calling out the curse. Continuing the curse. I don't know if he's the source of the curse, but it's kind of my feeling that that dude who was there when it happened used the remaining power of Cos. You know how Great Ones are sympathetic? They're sympathetic. Cos, the Great One, heard him cursing the hunters and created this nightmare and cursed all hunters forever using the power of the cosmos, the power of a genuine Great One. Why does he hate the hunters so much? Blood-crazed fiends. Well, we know the hunters came here, the original hunters, and if you watch the original trailer for this DLC, you see Gehrman with his scythe walking right where I'm stood with his scythe out, walking into the town, into the fishing hamlet. Gehrman and Maria And many of the original hunters came here searching for what they heard was something washed up on its shore. Something that had greatly changed this village to a cosmic level, to a nightmarish level. They had to come here and find out what. What if it was a great one? What if it was one of the ones... one of these things they found in the dungeons, in the labyrinths under Yharnam? Really interesting detail here. That's a hunter rune. A hunter rune out of someone's hanging body. You see that? Do you see it? Look, the hunter's mat right there. They made that shape intentionally. It's like a symbol of that's what happens to hunters here. It's intense. I'm exhausted after these streams.
Hunter, have I some
Oh,
moments
shit.
ago, from some place, perhaps deep within, I sensed a liberation from heavy shackles. Not that I would know. How passing strange.
Sorry, I skipped the first lines there. Basically what she was saying is, Hunter, something's changed. There's something happened. And then we saw the rest of the dialogue. She's actually sensed Maria's end. The nightmare of Maria. I finished her off. She's gone. She's done. And she can actually feel her connection, her spiritual connection to Maria. This link.
Very well.
No longer existing. You see how I reach out with my hand and she reaches above it? Same motion that Maria did when we were pulling away from her.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.